Ah, yes, metric prefixes. So the metric units of grams and meters and liters, those are all base units for the scientific community. And we use these prefixes to say how much of that base unit. So the opposite of the metric system, using these metric prefixes, would be the English system. So for instance, we talk about volume in terms of gallons instead of liters. But these metric prefixes are great. So the ones you need to know, and you might already be a little familiar with them, are you need to know kilo, the metric prefix kilo, you need to know centi, you need to know milli, and you need to know micro. So a little bit ago we talked about the kilogram. kg is the basic international unit of measurement for mass. Kilo means 1,000 times the base unit. So 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. That's how you do that. So let's go down here to centi. Let's just say somebody says, I have a length for you, and it is exactly 1 centimeter. Well, 1 centimeter is 1/100th of a meter. See how that goes? 1/100th of a meter. So let's see, with the ones that I told you need to know, memorize, and you might need to know some of the others for homework but not for a test, I'm going to draw a break right here. Everything kilo and above, kilo, mega, giga, tetra, those are all bigger than the base unit. Okay, so they're bigger by, you can see over here how much bigger they are. These down here, deci, centi, milli, micro, nano, pico, femto, those are all smaller than the base unit. So when I write an equals, like 1 centimeter is equal to a smaller amount of the base unit. So I hope that helps. And we'll be talking more about this last row over here when we talk about scientific notation. I think I'm just going to kind of wait and do that then. This over here is just a very similar chart. So let me go ahead and circle the ones that you need to know. I said you need to know kilo, you need to know centi, milli, and micro. And these three are smaller and this one's larger. Now, one of the things I'll go ahead and point out, because sometimes students aren't as familiar with it, but the symbol for a micro, like if you have 1/1,000,000th of something, which is what a micro is the symbol U. So it's a mu, sorry, Greek letter mu, so it's a U with kind of an extra little tail right here. Okay, so one of the things we're going to be talking more about are what are called equivalency statements. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. Equivalency statements. All an equivalency statement is basically saying two things that are equal. So I bet you buy this, kind of in light of what we just talked about. 1 centimeter is equal to 1/100th of a meter, and we put it like this before, okay? 1 centimeter is equal to 1/100th of a meter. It's an equivalency statement. Well, one of the things, and I'll go ahead and rewrite it like this. In this class, when we're working chemistry problems, what's helpful a lot of times is to do this trick in algebra. And it's where you do the same thing to both sides. So the same thing I'm going to do to both sides is multiply both sides by 100. So let me grab my blue pen, and I'm going to take 100 times 1 centimeter is equal to 1/100th of a meter times 100. Okay? So now the other thing is, when we met early on, we're going over the syllabus, I said that I'll go ahead and put this over, if you have something in the numerator and something in the denominator, they cancel. Okay? So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. So here's what you're seeing. I'm doing the same thing to both sides. I'm multiplying both sides by 100. I'm going to it's a little proof I'm going to kind of show you. Okay? So now my hundreds both cancel. Why? Because one's in the top and one's in the bottom. Okay? So then I simplify that, and I have 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. So that actually is another equivalency statement. Let me show you the original equivalency statement up here. 1 centimeter is exactly, now that's no small thing, is exactly equal to 1/100th of a meter. We could also say, regarding centimeters and meters, there are 100 centimeters exactly in 1 meter. Okay, these are both equivalency statements linking these two quantities.